Parsha 20, Tetzaveh, you are to order. Shemot 27:20 to 30:10, or Exodus 27:20 to 30:10. You are to order the people of Israel to bring you pure oil of pounded olives for the light, and to keep a lamp burning continuously. Aaron and his sons are to put it in the tent of meeting outside the curtain in front of the testimony, and keep it burning from evening until morning before Adonai. This is to be a permanent regulation through all the generations of the people of Israel. You are to summon your brother Aaron and his sons to come from among the people of Israel to you, so that they can serve me as Kohanim. Aaron and his sons, Nadab, Avihu, Eleazar, and Itamar, you are to make for your brother Aaron garments set apart for serving God, expressing dignity and splendor. Speak to all the craftsmen to whom I have given the spirit of wisdom, and have them make Aaron's garments to set him apart for me, so that he can serve me in the office of Kohen. The garments they are to make are these: a breastplate, a ritual vest, a robe, a checkered tunic, a turban, and a sash. They are to make holy garments for your brother Aaron and his sons, so that he can serve me in the office of Kohen. They are to use gold, purple, blue, and scarlet yarn, and fine linen. They are to make the ritual vests of gold, of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and of finely woven linen crafted by a skilled artisan. Attached to its front and back edges are to be 2 shoulder pieces that can be fastened together. Its decorated belt is to be the same workmanship and material: gold, purple, blue, and scarlet yarn, and finely woven linen. Take 2 onyx stones and engrave on them the names of the sons of Israel, 6 of their names on one stone, and the remaining 6 names on the other, in the order of their birth. An engraver should engrave the names of the sons of Israel on the 2 stones as he would engrave a seal. Mount the stones in gold settings, and put the 2 stones on the shoulder pieces of the vests as stones calling to mind the sons of Israel. Aaron is to carry their names before Adonai on his 2 shoulders as a reminder. Make gold squares and 2 chains of pure gold twisted like cords. Attach the cord-like chains to the squares. Make a breastplate for judging. Have it crafted by a skilled artisan. Make it like the work of the ritual vest. Make it of gold, blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and finely woven linen. Then fold it double it to its When folded double, it is to be square, a hand span by a hand span. Put on it settings of stones, 4 rows of stones. The first row is to be a carnelian, a topaz, and an emerald. The second row, a green feldspar, a sapphire, and a diamond. The third row, an orange zircon, an agate, and an amethyst. And the fourth row, a beryl, an onyx, and a jasper. They are to be mounted in their gold settings. The stones will correspond to the names of the 12 sons of Israel, and they are to be engraved with their names as a seal would be engraved to represent the 12 tribes. On the breastplate, make 2 pure gold chains twisted like cords. Also for the breastplate, make 2 gold rings, and put the gold rings on the 2 ends of the breastplate. Put the 2 twisted gold chains in the 2 rings at the ends of the breastplate. Attach the other 2 ends of the twisted chains to the front of the shoulder piece of the ritual vest. Make 2 gold rings and put them on the 2 ends of the breastplate, at its edge and on the side facing in toward the vest. Make 2 gold rings and attach them low on the front part of the vest shoulder piece, near the join above the vest decorated belt. Then bind the breastplate by its rings to the rings of the vest with a blue cord, so that can be the vest's decorated belt, and so that the breastplate won't swing loose from the vest. Aaron will carry the names of the sons of Israel on the breastplate for judging over his heart when he enters the holy place, as a continual reminder before Adonai. You are to put the Urim and Thummim in the breastplate for judging. They will be over Aaron's heart where he goes into the presence of Adonai. Thus Aaron will always have the means for making decisions for the people of Israel over his heart when he is in the presence of Adonai. You are to make the robe for the ritual vest entirely of blue, It is to have an opening for the head in the middle. Around the opening is to be a border woven like the neck of a coat of mail, so that it won't tear. On its bottom hem make pomegranates of blue, purple, and scarlet, and put them all the way around, with gold bells between them all the way around. Gold bell, pomegranate, all the way around the hem of the robe. Aaron is to wear it when he ministers, and its sound will be heard whenever he enters the holy place before Adonai, and when he leaves, so he won't die. You are to make an ornament of pure gold and engrave on it, as on a seal, set apart for Adonai. Fasten it to the turban with a blue cord on the front of the turban, over Aaron's forehead, because Aaron bears the guilt for any errors committed by the people of Israel in consecrating their holy gifts. This ornament is always to be on his forehead, so that the gifts for Adonai will be accepted by him. You are to weave the checkered tunic of fine linen, and make the turban of fine linen. Make a belt, the work of weavers in colors. Likewise for Aaron's son, make tunics, sashes, and headgear, expressing dignity and splendor. With them clothe your brother Aaron and his son, and then anoint them, inaugurate them, and consecrate them, so that they will be able to serve me in the office of Cohen. Also make for them linen shorts reaching from their waist to their thigh, to cover their bare flesh. Aaron and his sons are to wear them when they go into the tent of meeting, and then when they approach the altar to minister in the holy place, so that they won't incur guilt and die. This is to be a perpetual regulation, both for him and for his descendants. Here is what you are to do to consecrate them for ministry to me in the office of Cohen. Take 1 young bull and 2 rams without defect. Also, mitvah cakes mixed with olive oil, and mitvah wafers spread with oil, all made from fine wheat flour. Put them together in a basket, and present them in the basket along with the bull and the 2 rams. Bring Aaron and his sons to the entrance of the tent of meeting, and wash them with water. Take the garments, and put them on Aaron, the tunic, the robe for the ritual vest, the vest itself, and the breastplate. Fashion the vest on him with its belt. Put the turban on his head, and attach a holy ornament to the turban. Then take the anointing oil, and anoint him by pouring it on his head. Bring his sons, put tunics on them, wrap sashes around them, Aaron and his sons, and put the headgear on their heads. The office of Cohen is to be theirs by a permanent regulation. Thus you will consecrate Aaron and his sons. Bring the young bull to the front of the tent of meeting. Aaron and his sons are to lay their hands on the bull's head, and you are to slaughter the bull in the presence of Adonai at the entrance to the tent of meeting. Take some of the bull's blood, and put it on the horns of the altar with your finger. Pour out all the rest of the blood at the base of the altar. Take all the fat that covers the inner organs, the covering of the liver, and the 2 kidneys with their fat, and offer them up in smoke on the altar. But the bull's flesh, skin, and dung you are to destroy by fire outside the camp. It is a sin offering. Take 1 of the rams. Aaron and his sons are to lay their hands on the ram's head, and you are to slaughter the ram. Take its blood and splash it on all the sides of the altar. Quarter the ram, wash the inner organs and the lower parts of the leg, and put them with the quarters and the head. Then offer up the whole ram in smoke on the altar. It is a burnt offering for Adonai, a pleasing aroma, an offering made to Adonai by fire. Take another ram. Aaron and his sons are to lay their hands on the ram's head, and you are to slaughter the ram. Take some of the blood and put it on the lobe of Aaron's right ear, on the lobes of his son's right ear, on the thumbs of their right hand, and on the big toe of their right feet. Take the rest of the blood and splash it on all the sides of the altar. Then take some of the blood that is on the altar and some of the anointing oil, and sprinkle it on Aaron and his clothing, and on his sons and the clothing of his sons with him, so that he and his clothing will be consecrated, and with him his sons and his sons' clothing. Also take the fat from the ram, the fat tail, the fat that covers the inner organs, the 2 kidneys, the fat covering them, and the right thigh, for it is a ram of consecration, along with 1 loaf of bread, 1 cake of oiled bread, and 1 wafer from the basket of mitvah, which is before Adonai. Put it all on the hands of Aaron and his sons. They are to wave them as a wave offering in the presence of Adonai. Then take them back and burn them up in smoke on the altar, on the top of the burnt offering, to be a pleasing aroma before Adonai. It is an offering made to Adonai by fire. Take the breast of the ram of Aaron's consecration, and wave it as a wave offering before Adonai. It will be your share. Consecrate the breast of the wave offering and the thigh of any contribution that has been waved and raised, whether from the ram of consecration or from anything else meant for Aaron or his sons. This will belong to Aaron and his sons as they share perpetually due from the people of Israel. It will be a contribution from the people of Israel, from their peace offerings, their contribution to Adonai. The holy garments of Aaron will be used by his sons after him. They will be anointed and consecrated in them. The sons who become Cohen in his place, who comes into the tent of meeting to serve in the holy place, is to wear them for 7 days. Take the ram of consecration and boil its meat in a holy place. Aaron and his sons will eat the ram's meat and the bread in the basket at the entrance to the tent of meeting. They are to eat the things with which atonement was made for them, to inaugurate and consecrate them. No one else may eat this food, because it is holy. If any of the meat for the consecration or any of the bread remains until morning, burn up what remains. It is not to be eaten, because it is holy. Carry out all of these orders I have given you concerning Aaron and his sons. You are to spend 7 days consecrating each. Each day offer a young bull as a sin offering, besides the other offerings of atonement. Offer the sin offering on the altar as your atonement for it, then anoint it to consecrate it. 7 days you will make atonement on the altar and consecrate it. Thus the altar will be especially holy. Whatever touches the altar will become holy. Now this is what you are to offer on the altar: 2 lambs a year old, regularly, every day. The 1 lamb you are to offer in the morning, and the other lamb at dusk. With the 1 lamb offer 2 quarts of finely ground flour, mixed with 1 quart of oil from pressed olives, along with 1 quart of wine as a drink offering. The other lamb you are to offer at dusk. Do with it as with the morning grain and drink offerings. It will be a pleasing aroma, an offering made to Adonai by fire. Through all your generations, this is to be the regular burnt offering at the entrance to the tent of meeting before Adonai. There is where I will meet with you to speak with you. There I will meet with the people of Israel, and the place will be consecrated by my glory. I will consecrate the tent of meeting and the altar. Likewise I will consecrate Aaron and his sons to serve me in the office of Kohen. And then I will live with the people of Israel and be their God, and they will know that I am Adonai their God, who brought them out of the land of Egypt in order to live with them. I am Adonai their God. You are to make an altar on which to burn incense. Make it of acacia wood. It is to be 18 inches square and 3 feet high. Its horns are to be of 1 piece with it. Overlay it with pure gold, its top, all around its sides, and its horns, and put around it a molding of gold. Make 2 gold rings for it under its molding at the 2 corners on both sides. This is where the carrying poles will go. Make the poles of acacia wood and overlay them with gold. Place it in front of the curtain by the ark of the testimony. In front of the ark cover that is over the testimony, where I will meet with you. Aaron will burn fragrant incense, as it is a pleasing aroma every morning. He is to burn it when he prepares the lamps. Aaron is also to burn it when he lights the lamps at dusk. This is the regular burning of incense before Adonai through all your generations. You are not to offer unauthorized incense on it, or a burnt offering, or a grain offering. You are not to pour a drink offering on it. Aaron is to make atonement on its horns once a year, with the blood of the sin offering of atonement. He is to make atonement for it once a year, through all your generations. It is especially holy to Adonai.